Hi, I'm Ruth Crilly and today I'm going to show you my go-to radiant glowy look for autumn. Let's get started. Okay, we need some serious rescue and glow going on this face. I'm going to start off with the Vive Skin Nova. This is a primer. It's got this gorgeous dewy glow. Look at this. Behold the transformation. This is the perfect base just to make you feel good about yourself for the rest of the makeup. You know, sometimes you think, oh, nothing's going to save my face. This is like an ego boost. It's an ego boost to start the day. Right, going in with Shiseido Revitaliscence Skin Glow. And I've gone for a slightly warmer shade than I would normally go for if it was the depths of winter, because this is autumnal and we want to keep some of that summer bronze. Just keep it going. And I'm applying with fingertips because I don't want to waste a load of product in my brush. I'm just being tight. But look how beautifully that sits over the Skin Nova. It's just created this, it's almost like a gloss of a base. Right, so this is where the actual glam comes in. Charlotte Tilbury Film Star Bronze and Glow. This is a cult classic by now. We've got a contour powder and we've got highlighting powder. Contour powder, and just stay with me on this, we take a small brush, tapered brush, and just run it underneath the cheekbone there. Cheat it a little bit and it makes your cheekbones look higher. And then I'm not going to blend that in just too much yet, but can you see how that's created this really sharp contour? And I always think, I'm not a massive person for contour, but if I want to just feel really polished and pulled together, just doing that, haven't blended it yet, just makes it feel really sharp. I feel sharp on the outside. Okay, so then if you want to, you can take a bigger brush and you can buff that out a bit, but not too much. Also, my other thing is, I've got so much glow with the Skin Nova that I almost don't need the highlighter part of this. I always find that when I get to the end, I have nothing left of the contour and quite a lot of the highlighter left, which is fine, but what I quite like to do is wait until the very, very end, I've done all my makeup, and then I go in with a little bit of highlighter. So you can put the contour as well on the sides of the temples, and it all just really helps to pull the shape of the face in. We're going to do a little bit of extra sun-kissed. I'm going to use this ambient lighting palette from Hourglass. These powders are incredible. I always think if there's one thing you could never copy successfully, it's these, because there's just something about them. They manage to set everything in place but add glow, but they don't add sparkle. They're just so sophisticated. So look, we're going to add a little bit of bronzage on the high points of the face. Just a little sprinkling over. And it's so subtle, this colour, that I feel like you can set the makeup in place a little bit but not lose any of that lovely glow that you've already applied. Look at that. I'm like a beacon. Everyone goes crackers for reddish tones of fallen leaves, don't they, in the autumn? Just doesn't suit me. Makes me look like I've got myxomatosis. So I go in for the cool toned browns and neutrals. I love this Hourglass palette. This one is called Minimalist. So, Minimalist, and I mean, you can use this lightest one just as a really nice base if you tend to get oily eyelids. If you pop a bit of this on first, look, it just brightens everything up. Can you see that happening? Look at that magic. And then anything you blend in over the top, you're not sort of catching on the oils of your eyelid. So I like to use this as a little base. And then I'm just going to take two medium tones here and I'm going to push those into the eye socket, but just above. So I haven't done it in the crease, I've done it above because I've got really, I think people say hooded eyes, I just want to say saggy eyes. They just disappear. And so if I put eyeshadow into that bit, it just makes my whole eyelid disappear. And if I cheat it a bit by raising it up above, I can create this really nice contour, and it just sort of changes the shape of my eye once it's open. See? What you can't see on film, everybody in the audience, is the looks of absolute shock and wonder from people watching. Look, keeping it really subtle. It's glam, but it doesn't have to be OTT, does it? Little touch for you. Let's reopen the Charlotte Tilbury Palette of Wonders and take a little bit of the highlighter. What we're going to do is we're going to plonk that on the centre of the lid. Oh, look at that. Little bit of sparkle. We are going in with brown mascara. I think it's almost impossible to find a good brown mascara, but I have found one. It's the Hourglass Unlocked, and this is in Espresso, this shade. Normally, the brown mascaras, you just can't build them up. But this one is really buildable. Whoa! I mean, I have the most rubbish lashes, and this really does the trick. What we can do while my lashes are drying is we can apply some brow gel. This is more of a waxy consistency, this one from Glossier. It's called Boy Brow. This one's in blonde because I am quite evidently a natural blonde. And starting in the middle of the brow, because you don't want too much product here, which is where people naturally start, and then you end up with big clumps of gel. Just going to lightly comb that through. I don't like to do too much to my brows. This lovely kind of waxy consistency, which means it's not sticky and it doesn't dry into that hard shell-like feeling, which is very nice. Some of the gels are brilliant, but it almost feels as though you've got a piece of sellotape over them throughout the day. Right, blush. NARS Multiple in Bad Habit. Look at this, the softest, most pretty pink. These are brilliant because it's like being a child. Scribble it on like this, and then you can either do it with fingertips or a brush and just buff that out. I don't know how they've done this, but some cream blushes are very, very creamy or liquidy, and they tend to disturb what you've already done underneath. This almost goes on like a powder, and it is whisper, whisper light. And so when you buff it out, it's seamless. It's so good. You can also use it on eyes and lips. I'm going to use it on lips at the end just to show you how that looks. Oh, I haven't finished my eyes. I need to do underneath my eyes. I completely forgot to do that before. So I'm going to use my two medium tones. And I don't often do underneath the eyes because I can find it can look aging. But when you find the right tones, I think it's really, really flattering, and it just really opens up the eyes. Gives it a little bit of a smoke. No one really talks about smoky eyes anymore, but you know, they were a big thing for a long time, and I think we should be bringing it back. And you know what? It's autumn. Let's celebrate. I'm going to put some mascara on the bottom lashes too. We're going to add a bit of drama. We're doing soft glam here, so I'm taking the two darkest shades. Oh, this could go so wrong. Brace positions, everybody. And I'm just going to take it to the outer corner of the eye and just buff that in. Always pointing it upwards towards the brow so we don't drag the eye down any more than it already is. Oh, that's nice, isn't it? That's added a bit of drama. Look at that. Come on. Round of applause for Crilly. Okay, lips. Oh, I've got some nice stuff to show you. Kosas Hot Liner. This is a gel liner, stays on all day, but it really glides on. If you're finding you're getting lots of fine lines around your lips and you're losing the definition of your lip line is going a bit, then just sketching it back in instantly makes your lips look really shapely and plumped. See what difference that's made on the top lip? It's just, I'm not even overlining it, I'm just adding the definition back in. The NARS Multiple, if you wanted to use this just with a bit of lip balm, look how lovely this is. Just pat it on with a fingertip. And it just gives a really nice flush of colour. Completely matte, but it's not drying because you're going to top it with a lip balm. I think it's a really lovely way to tie everything together. Just a little tip for you there. We're actually going to go in with Pout from Victoria Beckham, which is one of my favourite pinks. It's like I was unleashing my sword then, wasn't it? Look at that. I find that people don't get pinks right with lipsticks. They're either too in your face or they're too beigey. This one for me has got just the right amount of pink. I've really bigged it up, but look, watch, the results speak for themselves. It's also a really juicy texture, lasts for ages. Normally glossy textures just slide straight off, but this one, I find it's got really good longevity. And it's just the perfect shade. I'm going to use my Kosas Revealer Extra Bright. You'd think this was an under eye concealer, but it's not, it's slightly different. It's intended only really for under the eyes, and it just adds brightness without too much coverage. So it does knock back the circles a little bit. But I find that if I'm having quite a sheer base and a glowy base, I don't want a really thick, opaque concealer, because then you just have these circles around your eyes and it looks really unnatural. So if I'm going to keep everything sheer, then I use my Revealer, and it's got a sort of peachy tone that works really well at taking out the blueness from the under eye circles. You see that? Just a bit of a cheat. Right, and there we have it. That is my fresh, radiant, glowing autumnal makeup look, my go-to.